Lunar eclipse happening on October 28th of 2023. This lunar eclipse really marks an incredible point of change, transformation, and a huge closing of the old chapter of your life. And it's not really so much about the event that are happening, but it's all about the emotional world, because as opposed to the solar eclipse that happened earlier this month, the lunar eclipse is all about your internal world, your emotions, how you feel about connections and love, and any processing and any healings left to do. So in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. What is it that you need to know about your inner world, how you can navigate through this lunar eclipse, how this lunar eclipse has the potential to really transform and take your life to that next level. So if you want to know all about it, keep on watching. Welcome back. This is Tina Wong, and I'm so excited to bring through for you this energy of truth. The lunar eclipse happening on October 28th. It is in the sign of Taurus, and we have the sun in Scorpio. So the energy of truth over here is all about that Scorpio energy in the sun. So the outward, like in your world, there is this energy of transformation, evolution, change, and going deep. So at this point in time, you are going to be noticing that there is a lot of changes and shifts happening in your world, and you're navigating through it. Like, who am I? What do I want? What's important for me, for my inner growth, but also in my life. This is really interesting because the lunar eclipse, and first of all, I'm going to talk to you what is the lunar eclipse, and I'm going to go through why is it important, how it's going to affect you. So the lunar eclipse is really that shot of tequila. That's how I think about it, right? It's like that really potent shot of tequila that is going to awaken you into that next level of you. I look at it as like a ball, and then you're just like boom, and then it breaks. It's like I'm thinking of like the ball of like chocolate. Have you ever had those like the orange chocolate and you had to break it and it opens? Yeah, that's what's coming to my head. And the lunar eclipse has that potency and that power to break you and crack you open so that your innermost emotions and feelings and beliefs and new image of self can come through. But this lunar eclipse is in the sign of Libra, of Taurus. And this is really interesting because Taurus is an earth sign as opposed to Scorpio. Scorpio is the water sign, right? So with this earth energy, very grounded and very material, Taurus is all about that material world, sitting in stillness, right? Being in that energy of groundedness and understand what is truly important for you physically and tangibly, okay? This is going to be really important because Taurus and Scorpio is kind of like the opposite. So right now, your two opposite sides of yourself can be put to the front to test you, to challenge you, to allowing you to understand who you truly are. So for example, you can have a really deep need for change and evolutions, and maybe you're in a place in your life right now where you're like, I want to change who I am, my career, my relationship status, what I want to do with my life. Like that can be that energy of Scorpio right here. It actually helps with that. But Taurus is really that anchoring point. It's like, how does that look like then, right? Like, okay, I want to feel happy. I want to feel better. I want to feel healed. How does it look like in your physical world? So this is a question I want you to ask yourself. How does change look like for you right now? How would true transformation look like for you right now? Does that look like you are moving to a different place? And the thing here is that you have to be honest with yourself. The sun is in Scorpio, so it's about honesty, honey. So you have to be honest. Like, if you don't like where you're living, you need to know that you actually don't like it. You're like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, I guess. That's, sometimes we tell ourselves these things because we're afraid of the change. We tell ourselves that, this guy, this partner is fine. Like, he has the basics, But the thing is, you're not happy. And that's not the person. So what are you doing, right? So how does that look like physically? What about your money, right? You say, I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy. How does it look like? Tangibly, how much money do you need to feel secure? What does it look like? Does it look like you're going to have more investment? You're going to take a new job? Like, how does that actually look like? So Taurus brings this beautiful, beautiful energy of anchoring in true transformation for you. So the way that this lunar eclipse really affects you is It allows you to come to terms with who you are. It also allows you to see it tangibly and clearly. So around this time, I would say anything with materialization, and putting things in concrete form is going to be useful. So if it is that you're like, I really want to, build my dream home, I want to move to my dream home, whatever. That's what I'm manifesting. So that's what the example I'm using. Anything that has to do with bringing it to life, looking at the Pinterest, looking at building a Canva vision board, or physical vision board. Anything that brings forth like how it looks like, how it feels like, how it tastes like, that's going to really help anchoring your new identity. Next thing is knowing that Taurus is truly that sign of that stillness and staying put. So what makes you feel like you want to stay? What makes you feel like you want to be grounded? You see, with the Scorpio sun energy here, it's like we want to move, we want to change, we want to evolve, we want to, transform. So there's like this constant movement and evolution happening. I'm a Scorpio, so trust me, I know how that feels. But Taurus, it brings this anchoredness and stillness to you. So this is a really beautiful time for you to tap into your inner peace, your inner healing. And sometimes it's not about like, okay, I don't feel good right now, I need to book a plane ticket. I don't feel good right now, so I need to book that vacation. I don't feel good right now, so I need that whatever thing. It's not about that. It's about, can you sit still and look at your shadows in a way that is mature, that is anchored, that you feel safe and secure in yourself enough to be looking at all of this without feeling like you need to run away or you need to do more healing or more personal self-development. Like sometimes we can get caught in the trap of keep on going, and not enough. And that's the trap that none of us are, that lives. The thing is, we're not perfect and there's so much healing to do, okay? But the trick here and the truth is, how can you live in your perfection, in your imperfection, and call it perfection? How can you live and embrace all of who you are and not saying that I need to be perfect so that I can attract a perfect partner? I can be the most skilled whatever person before I launch my business. This is why people don't do the things that they want to do, because they're caught up in this whole perfection and like, I need to get there because I don't feel enough. Okay, so there's a very intricate underlying I am not enough feeling when you're constantly being addicted to personal and self-development. Okay, so that's something that I feel like maybe we'll talk more about in the coming videos. And the third way how this really affects you is knowing that, as I was saying, that it's not about the material world, but it's also about the material world. Meaning that, we know that happiness comes from within. No one can take that away from you. And it's not coming from a Chanel purse. It's not going to come from a Prada, whatever, new collection, But it also can, So this is a time when I say us, I'm talking about my spiritual people. Where you at? Let me know in the comments. Say hi, right? If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Got lots of cool stuff coming up for you. And, when it comes to you, allowing yourself to merge and be at peace with your spiritual side, but also your material side, is when like the perfect union happens. It's like the perfect combination and happiness of life happen. Knowing that, yeah, you have everything in you to be happy. Yeah, happiness is an inside job, and definitely this is what I teach. But also, it can come from a beautiful cup of matcha, right? It can come from drinking your favorite kombucha. Mine is mango. Mango flavor can beat that. It can come from pouring yourself the perfect cup of tea. It comes from playing the piano, right? It comes from hugging and kissing your lover, your dog, okay? Your plant, I know you guys do. But you know what I'm saying? It can come also from the material things. So we don't have to blame ourselves and saying that I'm not spiritual enough, I'm not whatever, namaste, whatever enough, because I like the pleasure in the physical material things. Can we have a mic drop? I feel like this is something that is so huge. for me personally, for me to come to this realization, because I'm like, no, we don't need that. We don't need the 5-star resort. We don't need the, the things. I'm happy here in my little cave. Until I'm just like, no, I want the 5-star resort. I want to stay in lounge. I don't need to be riding the waves of spiritual download all the time. I can sit on the freaking lounge chair, okay, in my 5-star resort. I can chill. I'm happy with that. For the longest time, I was judging myself from wanting that. I was judging myself from liking the certain things where it's looked down upon. But the thing is, it does bring you pleasure, okay? And Taurus is all about being truthful and being real with your pleasure, what brings you pleasure. And maybe it's not even the 5-star resort, to be honest, but maybe it's from ordering your favorite food, okay? And you're like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I should be cooking my own food. This is not healthy. Sometimes it's okay. And one wise man told me in Korea, and he said, sometimes a little bit of toxic is okay. And this, like, it's so funny. I'll give you the context. It changed my life because when I met him, I was I was craving, PMS, okay, ladies, and maybe men, there's like PMS, you crave things. I was craving these like sour gummies, and I don't really eat gummies or anything unhealthy, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I really crave these gummies. So we just like walk around 7-Eleven, and I'm just like staring at these gummies, like, it's so good. And I'm looking at the ingredients. I'm like, no, I can't have this. This is not healthy. I can't. This is toxic. And he's like, Tina, you need to live a little. And then he bought me these gummies, and I ate them, and it changed my life. Not only are they delicious, but it also changed my perspective. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like I'm eating toxic food all day, every day. Once a blue moon, if I want my freaking sour gummies from 7-Eleven, I will get them. Okay. So allowing yourself to tune in to what is important for you in this material realm, releasing the self-judgment, releasing the need to keep on going, not feeling enough. I need to get better at this. Can you accept you for who you are? Sometimes stepping up is not about more. It's about being okay with the present moment and knowing that you're freaking imperfect, okay? Like, my hair is not like brushed or it just got out of the shower. This is me. Also challenging myself to be like, I don't want to always be perfect. Okay, not that I'm always perfect on camera, but it allows me to be me, but it also gives permission to my viewers, you, to also do whatever that you need to do. Imperfectly you. Like this video if you got anything from it. I'll be posting a meditation, so check that out. And here's a video that's gonna help you dive deeper into your inner world. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.